No, but you would acknowledge descriptively speaking they had that position. Sure, right? I'm not saying descriptively speaking people don't have these positions. I'm saying what do you determine it should be, right? Right? Or what are your prescriptive values?
Okay. Okay, on a prescriptive value then, I believe that the count matters not only because society judges that way. I think society judges that way based off of biology. I think naturally women tend to get more emotionally invested in the men. So every time she has a sex count, she always is going to remember that guy. It's like when a woman is sexually assaulted versus a man being sexually assaulted, it affects a woman more emotionally. So a woman with a high body count,
I don't have reason to believe that. No.
I mean, this is just...
Wait, can you give me any source that says that?
Common sense. Almost like
no. Wait, no, I don't see that to be common. Can you give me any source that says that?
So do you not agree that women are more emotional than men?
No, not necessarily.
Not more emotionally, but different. Are affected emotionally differently than men.
So there are slight differences in the way that emotions affect women and men. That's hormone levels, but that doesn't mean that they're more emotional, right?
Not
based
more
on my
emotional,
experiences, if we're qualifying on experience and not empirical studies, right, it would be that men are, right? But I'd refrain from judgment because I don't have any empirics that relates to that.
Okay, I'm not saying they're more emotional. I'm saying they're affected by sex more emotionally. So a woman with a high body count,
can you give me evidence of that?
I don't have any studies, but I think it's just kind of common sense.
Well, I don't think it's common sense.
I think it very much is. A man can have sex with 5 girls on a weekend and forget all their names, and it won't
so can a woman. I know women that have done that.
Maybe porn stars.
No, not
your
even.
Your average.
The average person who's a woman is not going to do that, but I know women who have done that, right? I know men that have done that too. Right?
That's anecdotal.
Yeah, that's the point I'm referencing, is that if you just relate to your anecdotal evidence, right, what you just pointed to, that's not going to give you a preferential position. Like, you're not going to say that one is better than the other here, because I can just infer the opposite thing from my personal experience. That's why we want to relate to the empirics, right? Like, what is it going to be within a study, or like, is there going to be some type of evidence that way? Not necessarily just our, personal experiences.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But...
Because I can say mine's common sense, like...
But I guess on the other part is, like you said, the majority of women can get laid a lot easier. So that just
I said the average woman has more opportunities, or it's easier for her to get intercourse, right, than the average man.
Yes, because a man has to work or have some kind of value to get laid. They have to either have succeeded in something.
No, it's just women are more selective, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You think women are less selective?
No, it's just a homeless woman could just walk outside and get laid if she wanted to.
False.
A homeless man cannot just walk outside and get laid if he wanted to.
False, dude. What are you talking about?
The average man cannot get laid just walking outside and saying, "Hey, who wants to fuck?" Like, it's not gonna happen. A woman on the other hand,
you're changing the standard. It's not on that. Now you're on the average woman. The average woman, sure, but it wouldn't be everyone saying yes. It would be maybe like a small percentage of men saying yes.
A majority of women.
I don't know if a majority of men would say yes in any connotation.
A majority of men.
For the average woman, no.
You're saying the average man... Wait, I thought you already agreed the average woman can get laid easier than the average man,
but that doesn't mean everyone's going to say yes, or most men are going to say yes.
Okay,
it just means that there are going to be more men that say yes than women that say yes.
Yes,
right, and that's why? Because men are less selective than women. That's the explanation.
No, it's because a man... Everyone knows...
How else do you explain that?
Because everyone knows that the woman has the barrier of entry. The woman has a decision.
So does the man. Both the man and the woman consent, right? But men are more likely to give up their consent than women are, i.e., men are less selective than women.
Okay, so let me ask you, why do you think men are less selective?
Because they want to have intercourse more?
Why?
Society? Social
Society
pressures?
pressures men to want to have sex more?
Yeah, because it's easy. First of all, there's less negative connotation with men engaging in more intercourse. Second of all, there's actually promotion of men engaging in intercourse. Like, other men will hype them up when they do. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get an crazy, insane body count, bro." Like they make it a big part of their personality. So it's actually invoked in a societal sense that it's good for men to do things like
why
this.
Does society place that? Why does society place that kind of pressure on it?
I don't know. I think it's wrong.
But why? I'm asking you why.
Traditionally speaking, patriarchal norms. That's probably how I'd explain it.
Or is it because usually a man has to do something to get laid? A man doesn't just get laid off of just being a man.
No, it's because men were put in a position of power throughout history, and we're given these particular social entitlements, right? And then through time, some of these social entitlements have been outcasted, right? But some have stayed around.
Yeah, but so you acknowledge that throughout all of human history, every king, every sultan, every important man has had multiple women.
Yeah, and
No,
they
no
also,
important woman
when
has.
they took over a fucking community, they went and raped all the women and children, right? Do you think we should do that? No, we fucking shouldn't, right?
never
There were
said-
lots of horrible,
Do not
terrible
put
things
that
that
on
have happened
me.
throughout history. Just because a king did something does not mean it's good, right? That's absurd to think that way.
No, but I'm just saying, if all these societies, even societies that never even had contact with each other, if everyone places somewhat value on a man, sometimes it just comes down to genetically, men are meant to go out and spread and conquer and get that power that
No,
they gain
no,
gets
no,
women.
no, no,
Some
no.
kind, there has to be some kind of genetic. I haven't put much.
Wait, regardless of whether or not there's a genetic predisposition to do something, doesn't mean you should do it, right? There are genetic
Good point, good
predispositions
point.
for people not to have empathy for others, right? Does that mean that you shouldn't have empathy?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
No, so like the point is very clear, is that you should still care about others, even if you don't have biology that poses you should care, right? We shouldn't do what history has always done, right? We should come up with our own reasons to engage in particular behaviors.
I agree. I agree. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't think it should matter, but I know it does. And I think there's a reasoning why it does. And I don't think that's ever really going to change. I always think it's going to be easier for women to get laid. No one respects what's easy. Men that get laid, no matter what, there's a reason why they're getting laid. And there's usually a reason for...
And actually, that's false, right? So if Vinny Hacker had a high body count, people would still respect his high body count, even though it was very easy for him to sleep with people.
Who?
Vinny Hacker, right? If he has millions of followers,
Who's
right?
that?
This guy who is literally just has millions of followers because he's conventionally attractive.
So he has millions of followers. That's why he's
Yes.
getting laid.
Yeah,
He has
but it's
million
only
followers.
because he's
he accomplished
conventionally
something. He has
attractive.
millions of followers.
Yeah, but it's only because he's conventionally attractive. I mean, it still happened prior to that.
He got
point,
those
but, like,
millions of followers from being conventionally attractive. So I mean,
Yes.
he did something.
Okay, so a woman that gets a bunch of followers for just staring at the screen, do you think that she did a lot?
No. And people
Okay, so
won't
then the
respect
man didn't do a lot.
But people
Wait, why
won't
do you
respect-
think Vinny Hacker did a lot then?
No, but I'm
didn't
saying
do
like
shit.
one, that's not the average guy. He's good looking, so he's not your average man. I'm saying
Yeah, I know. I'm
average
pointing
women
towards
can get
that
laid.
notion is that considered highly attractive men, right, typically in society, are not viewed at in this negative connotation, even though they have lots of opportunities. So it's easy for them,
Wait, no,
yet
no.
they still aren't.
They're
Wait.
viewed-
Can I finish?
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
easy for them, yet they're still not looked at in a negative connotation. So it's not the idea that it's easy for people that makes it look less valuable. It's the fact that this is only applied to women because women, traditionally speaking, were placed in a subservient position socially, and that has had like domino effects where it still applies in like some sort of subconscious notion today, and still men believe in. Thank you. I appreciate the paper crane.
That's a good point. But what I have to say is he's not viewed negatively as far as his following. I mean, no, he's viewed negatively as his following count. But when it comes to getting laid, that's not going to be viewed negatively.
That's the point I'm making, is that he can get a high body count. It's really easy for him to do so. He's not looking at a negative way. But the argument
Yes.
here is that it's easier for women to engage in intercourse if they have a high body count that's bad. Wait, but we didn't apply that when it relates to Vinny Hacker. So it doesn't seem to be reasoning that we're applying thoroughly. So is there anything else you want to add or talk about, man?
No, that's it.
I appreciate you coming
I
on.
lost
man.
connection.
Good talking to you.
Good combo. I'm gonna find you the article and send it. See you.
For sure, man. I'll make sure to check my DMs. Appreciate it, man. All right, everyone. If you like the content, make sure to follow me. If you haven't already, tap the screen. If you want to see some debates, let's try to get to 500,000 likes. It should help send out to more people. If you disagree, if you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men, make sure to send a guest request right now. Y'all know I accept the first people who send requests. Only send a guest request if you disagree, y'all. We're just looking for some debates. Okay, let's see if we can get this person. Everyone tap the screen. We'll help send out to more people. Thank you for the hat and mustache. I appreciate it. Why is the hearts person asking to take me to the beach? Please. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Thank you so much for that mustache. I appreciate it. Why is the hearts person asking me like on a date? I'm so confused. What the hell? I thought they hated me. All right, let me go to the next person, everyone. Thank you for that mustache. I appreciate it, Jaeger. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Jaeger. Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
I am the 73.
Yeah, thank you for that
Listen,
mustache. I appreciate it.
Are you a faggot, my friend? Are you a faggot?
Oh my god, bro.
I hate
TikTok, can you